Hi, Capricorns, and welcome to your monthly relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. Welcome if you are new to my channel. So, just to let you guys know, these relationship profile readings are timeless. So, it doesn't matter when you view this video. If it's resonating for you, then that's awesome, okay? So, you will be getting a past, present, and future spread about your love connection. Past, present, and future reading for Capricorns. What happens in the past between Capricorns and their love interest? What's happening presently between Capricorns and their love interest? What will happen in the future between Capricorn and their love interest? Oops, let's do that again. Seems like they don't want you guys to know what's going to happen in the future, huh? All right. Let me just pull it down so you guys can really get a view at these cards. Okay, so the top three cards represents what happened in the past. Bottom three cards represents what's happening presently. Over here to the side is your future spread. So once we're done talking about your past and your present, we'll talk about your future. So let's just start with your past. You have the Four of Swords, Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords. Justice. Okay, so the message that I'm hearing very clearly to you guys is that in the past, I feel like this is the recent past, though. This is not something that happened like a year ago or years ago. This is like something that happened in your most recent past where someone from your, it's like an ex or a past lover tried to come back, Capricorns. That's the message that I heard very clearly. So starting with this Four of Swords, this is the energy of your love interest, Capricorn. This is a person who, I really feel like this person never really released you. They never let you go, Capricorns. As a matter of fact, it's like they were manifesting you. Especially for those of you where you have been reuniting with them, like recently the two of you maybe initiated a reunion, or you've been, communicating and getting to know each other again, or just talking to each other again. They've been planning this, they've been manifesting it. And I know you have too, but your person has been manifesting even more. Like the both of you have been wanting this, but man, have they been, it's like they've been on their knees praying for a reunion with you. So at the Four of Swords, this is them feeling as if there's like there's still things that are needed to be communicated between the two of you. There's still unresolved problems. So this person never really closed the door, they never really moved forward. With the Four of Swords here, I definitely feel as if this person has so much to say to you, which is why they came back to you. This is your past, so a lot of my Capricorns, you are working towards a reunion, okay? Or if you haven't, very soon you will be. But this past spread is sort of giving you insight on why they chose to come back. And to answer that, it's like with the Four of Swords, they still feel like the two of you have unfinished business with each other. And they are very unhappy about how things ended between the two of you. In clarity of the Four of Swords, you have the Justice. So they feel like you misjudged them. They feel like you never really gave them a chance to get to know them, and you were so quick to jump to conclusions. They feel like whatever perception you have of them isn't who they really are, and you didn't give them a chance. So that is the reason as to why they continue to manifest you back into their life. And that is why they chose to spark that communication or check up on you. I feel like for some of you, they were quietly manifesting it, and that's why the reunion happened. And for my other half of you, they were manifesting it, and then they chose to take action and come towards you. Wow. In clarity of that Four of Swords, the Queen of Wands came out. So you remember me saying how they do feel like you don't know them completely, and they wish that you could have seen a different side to them. It's almost like, you know how some people believe in right person, wrong timing, or something like that. It's a saying. That's really what they're feeling, or at least in the past, that's what they were feeling. That the two of you do have a strong connection, but perhaps the timing wasn't right for the both of you. And so you ended up seeing a side to them that really isn't who they are, but considering what was happening in their life at that time, it's like you ended up, it's like you came in at the wrong time, should I say. Because I do feel like personally they were going through a lot of drama and chaos as well. So with the Queen of Wands is really them just feeling like you didn't know what to do with them, because especially for my Capricorns, I know that Capricorns are very intelligent, and whatever they want to know about you, they will find it out about you. And so I do feel like you were onto them as well, and you were trying to do your research on them as well. And so you ended up forming your own conclusions about them. And they feel like it's because of that where, man, I gave Capricorn a really bad impression of me. Okay. Next you have the Eight of Wands. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Two of Wands. So I do feel like in the recent past, they did make a decision about you. For a lot of my Capricorns, you guys were in a situation where they were having a hard time detaching from a toxic relationship or connection. Okay. And that could be what kind of gave you a bad impression of them, their unwillingness to leave a unfulfilling relationship and to be with you. So with the Eight of Wands, this is them. I really feel like this just recently happened, which is why I keep on saying in your recent past. It's like the Eight of Wands. They did experience a tower moment where major chaos was happening in their personal life and people were being exposed to them. And so that sort of opened their eyes to see who they should have chosen a long time ago, which is you. So the Eight of Wands, this is them finally knowing what they need to do and who they need to let go of. They're so certain of you. They're so sure of what decisions they need to make, which is very different from their energy when you first met them. Because I do feel like Capricorns, when you first met this person, they were under the influence of a lot of people. They were doing things to please a lot of people and not to please themselves. They were putting themselves in unfulfilling situations where they were unfulfilled, but they were just happy to make other people happy, even though they were not happy. I hope that makes sense. So in clarity of the Eight of Wands, you have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is just confirming that they're no longer feeling defensive. They're no longer feeling like they have to justify their decisions to other people. Okay. With the Two of Wands, this person has made a decision, especially if they were indecisive about you and another person. They made a decision, but I do feel like there was consequences to their decision, as in people questioning them, people turning against them, simply because they were not being controlled by those people. You get what I'm saying? So this is someone who is having a major reevaluation of their entire life, because the second that they stopped being submissive to other people, the second they stopped letting people control them, is the second they saw the true intentions of the very same people who they thought was good for them. Next, you have the Knight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. This is beautiful. I do feel like your love interest, Capricorns, they have absolutely transformed. This person is no longer who they used to be when you first met them. They have matured. With the Knight of Swords, like I said, they have their mind made up and they're really focused on you. With the Knight of Swords, this is passion, but there's also some aggression here. Because remember, they have been dealing with a lot of crap, okay? A lot of drama in their personal life. And so it's like it's giving them that energy, and it's giving them even more passion to go towards the person of their desire, now that they have freed themselves from any restraints. In clarity of the Knight of Swords, you do have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, one thing that I do like about your love interest is, although they have this fire, like this passion for you, they know that they have to get certain things settled in their personal life first before they can come towards you. So this is someone who is trying to cool down the situation in their personal life, so that when you come in, nothing from their past will, negatively influence the connection between you and them. So this Eight of Pentacles is saying that they're doing the right thing and they will be rewarded for their hard work, because they want to clear the drama in their personal life first before coming towards you. They're putting in that work. The Eight of Pentacles is abundance and reward being given to a person. Not that it's being handed to them, but it's being given to them because they worked for it. So this is them having the passion and the determination to really get their life together, to get their life under control in order to come towards you. So let's talk about this present spread. What's happening currently between you and them? You have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups, and you have the Six of Wands. So starting with the Page of Pentacles, clarify the Page of Pentacles. You have the Moon card. So really what I'm seeing here, Capricorns, with the Page of Pentacles, is that very soon, if this hasn't happened already, I do feel like for the majority of you guys, okay, the majority of you guys with the Page of Pentacles, they have initiated a reunion with you, as in communication has been sparked between the two of you. It could be something as casual as, hi, how have things been? How have you been, since the last time we spoke to each other? I do feel like they're playing it cool, because things ended very badly between the two of you. But it's almost like they don't want to bring that up right now. They're just focused on seeing if you would be open to reconciling. So if the communication is, don't expect them to come towards you, with flowers and, roses and a love letter, because they don't even know where your head is at. So they want to test it. They want to take things slow, and they want to test the water with you and see, well, if I communicate something casual with her or with him, let's see what his or her response, what Capricorn's response will be. So pages represents a form of communication. Now, this person is very emotionally intelligent. A lot of you guys are probably like, no way, no, they're not. Of course, when you first met them, they weren't. But like I said, the separation may have been necessary to allow this person time to grow up and to become more mature. Because with the Page of Pentacles, their goal and their intention is to give you a pentacle, a serious commitment. But they don't want to come in after the separation, especially for those of you where it's been quite some time since you spoke to each other. So they don't want to just come in and boom, will you be my girlfriend, or boom, will you be my boyfriend? They want to take things slow and then lead into that, because like I said, they want to see where your head is at. In clarity of the Page of Pentacles, you have the moon. So the moon is not anything to fear. The moon card is just saying that the two of you don't really know how each other feel for one another. They don't know how you truly feel for them, if you're still interested, if you would still be willing for to have a reconciliation. And you didn't know what their true feelings were as well, because it's been quite some time since the two of you dealt with each other. So the moon card is saying that the both of you want the same thing, but you're unaware of it. Clarify this Eight of Cups. This is a beautiful reading. Six of Pentacles. So there's going to be a little bit of drama. This is more so in their personal life. I feel like Capricorns, this present spread is going to kind of give you some tea on what your love interest is going through in their personal life, right? Because when I looked at the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is having the strength, the courage, and the bravery to walk away from something that you have invested so much into. This is them, this is all the investments that they put into that unfulfilling relationship, whether this is with an ex, with their karmic. They invested a lot of their time. And I do feel like that's why their connection with this other person, this third person, right, was very toxic, is because they were feeling like they needed to be with each other because of how long they've known each other. And I always say you should not only base the value of a connection on time, because people change. You could have known someone for 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, and you went through the worst moments with them. And then you meet someone new and you've only known that new person for a couple of months, and they treat you way better than the person who you've known longer. So the Eight of Cups is saying that right now in your love interest personal life, they're having the courage to walk away from things that just simply did not benefit them, but they were holding on to those things to either please people, to not hurt people, or because they were familiar with those people. So this is them being brave and having the faith that if they walk away from something that's not benefiting them, even though they invested so much of their time, they have that faith that if they walk away and move towards something new, they will finally get what they want. So in clarity of the Eight of Cups, you do have the Queen of Swords. And really what I'm seeing here, the Queen of Swords, I don't know why this is coming out in your reading, Capricorn. Like I said, it's tea. It's really tea. And maybe this is the cards being a little bit too nosy about what is happening in your love interest personal life. Because the Queen of Swords is not even you. The Queen of Swords is this other figure in their life who they're walking away from. For a lot of you guys, this could be your love interest karmic, or like that ex or that past lover that just really try to trap them. In clarity of that Eight of Cups, you even have the Six of Pentacles here. So the Six of Pentacles is representing that, because your love interest has made up their mind, balance is being restored. And your love interest is no longer investing their time, their love and effort into other connections that they really did not want to be in. Which is why it's making this other figure, this other woman or this other man, very, very upset with them. So right now they're going through a lot of drama in their personal life. Next you have the Six of Wands. Nine of Swords. So their biggest fear here, Capricorns, is them going against their family and friends, following their hearts, putting themselves in drama with exes and karmics, just for them to come towards you and not get the victory that they want. That's what they're worrying about, because they feel like this connection with you is worth the fight. It's worth this drama that they're going through. They're willing to fight for this, but that fear creeps in with this Nine of Swords, and it worries them, and they feel like, what if I don't get this reconciliation and I'm doing all this work? It's just them worrying for no reason, because we already confirmed with this Eight of Pentacles that because they're doing the necessary work, they will get what they want with you. So let's see what's going to happen in your future. Clarify the Three of Wands. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Ooh. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Page of Swords. Wow. So looking at your future, you do have the Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Starting with this Three of Wands being clarified by the Chariot. Okay. I do see you rejecting this person when they come towards you. And the Three of Wands, the message that I'm hearing so clearly, Capricorns, with this Three of Wands is about forgiveness. Your unwillingness to forgive this person is what will ultimately cause another separation, because you have your guards up towards them. And you know that your heart is calling for this person, but it's perhaps that you've been hurt by them as well. And so it's like the heart wants what it wants. You know that you love this person, but your ego kind of reminds you about what they put you through. And we're all human, and we feel and we hurt. So your feelings are valid, but if this is someone who you want things to work out between the two of you, you're going to have to forgive them and at least give them the opportunity to come towards you and apologize and communicate what was really happening, because what you think happened isn't the full story. In clarity of the Three of Wands, you have the Chariot. I do see you trying to punish them and choosing to walk away from them when they do come towards you. Next, you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles being clarified by the Seven of Swords. This is all about you. This is your energy. Because the Four of Pentacles is saying there's going to be a slight selfishness from your end. And I don't blame you, especially if this person has hurt you in the past and you felt like they didn't prioritize you. The Four of Pentacles is you intentionally trying to hurt them back. Because the tables will turn in the future. This person will be chasing you, will be hungry for you. And so you'll have that dominance. You'll have that power to control them, to hurt them, to love them. But the only reminder that I will give you is that two wrongs do not make a right. In clarity of the Four of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords. This is you choosing to run away from your feelings. You've been manifesting this reunion. And when it does happen, you're going to be unprepared because you're not taking the necessary steps right now to heal and forgive. And not just to forgive them, but forgive them for yourself, because you don't deserve to be carrying this hurt. You need to free yourself from that. Because the Seven of Swords is you trying to escape the very same thing that you've been manifesting. Because you haven't confronted some of your fears as well. You've been too invested in what they've been doing in their personal life and with other people. You have not been working on yourself. So in clarity of the Four of Pentacles, let's talk about the High Priestess, because this is an incredible energy to embody. The High Priestess is a very wise and insightful individual. She's very wise because of the lessons that she has experienced in life. So there's been many ups and downs between this love interest and you. But you've also learned many lessons because of those experiences. So it was necessary for you to go through those ups and downs because it builds your character, it builds your wisdom. In clarity of the Four of Pentacles, you have the Five of Wands. This is conflict, chaos, drama, not just between you and them, but this conflict and drama will affect people outside of the connection. I do see people getting involved in this connection between you and them, because you will have many family and friends trying to advise you to go towards this person. This love is so evident to the point where family and friends will see it, and they will try to talk to you and say, this is what you want, but why are you fighting it? Next, you have the Seven of Wands being clarified by the Three of Swords. So with the Seven of Wands, this is all of your energy. It's interesting because your present spread, I was picking up just on your love interest energy, but it's like you will have the final say in this situation, and it's ultimately up to you and your forgiveness. Because with the Seven of Wands, I teasingly say the Seven of Wands is a silly card, because see this individual, it's like he's fighting these wands, right? He's trying to get away from these wands, but look at what he's using, a wand. So it's representing that the method, the approach that you're using towards this situation is not the best way to go about things. In clarity of the Seven of Wands, you have the Three of Swords. I do see you trying so hard to, because of the resentment, it will cause you to push this person away and hurt them just like how they hurt you. And there may be some satisfaction in that, right? There may be some satisfaction that will please that ego in you. But remember that this is also what you really want, and you don't want to ruin this chance to reconcile. In clarity of the Seven of Wands, you have the Three of Swords. I do see you dealing with someone new. Okay, you will be choosing other people over them, which will make them incredibly hurt. But you're also only complicating things for your own self, because deep down you know that this is the person that you want. In clarity of that Seven of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, I always say this, the Page of Swords is a person who is having a hard time moving on, and it's going to be you. Having a hard time letting this person go, because you know that they are who you want. So you're only going to complicate things for yourself. You will think that you're hurting this person, and you will, but you're only going to end up hurting yourself as well, and definitely, potentially sabotaging this second chance for the two of you to reconcile. So Capricorns, my advice to you is to start this healing process. Heal and forgive, not just for them, but for yourself, because you don't deserve to carry this heavy past baggage of resentment all your life. Just reevaluate the situation. Okay, Capricorns, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for your support. I really hope that this helped. Please understand that this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not. This is very general, so please do not take it as a personal reading. If you would like a personal reading, you're more than welcome to visit my website. You'll see on my website that I offer a variety of private tarot card readings of all prices, and you're welcome to book a reading with me. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you guys so much. I wish you the best. Okay, and you guys have a great day.